All right, give me a big. My name's Hess, and I have humongous nuts.
Hey, everybody, my name's Hess, and I have the biggest nuts you're ever going to see.
There we go. Now that is something I like to say.
You ain't wanting to fuck with me, baby.
Wrong button, but you get the picture. You know, Hess, you're looking pretty sexy today. Some would say that you're
smoking.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Do you want to know what Abby says after she tastes Hess's nuts after a long day at work?
Mm-hmm.
That's a spicy meatball.
Yep. She can, we can get her, call her, and she'll say, yep, that's exactly what I say.
Can you imagine if they watched the movie together like this and then go and have sex afterwards? Just the banter they would have.
No, can't, won't, and don't.
Hess is like, I'm going to eat your booty.
Somebody stop me.
Wow. I see you got some drops, huh? Jesus.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the best podcast you're ever going to hear in your goddamn lives. I'm Jerome.
Wow, I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And today, my little baby meatballs, we're going to talk about The Mask. But first, we got to do a little Twitter poll.
Alrighty.
Twitter poll.
I'll go first since this was my movie. I am picking Jim Carrey in The Truman Show. I've been wanting to watch this all year since we've been doing our movie list against each other. But I wanted to do it. I want to watch it for the podcast because I think it'd be fun to watch on there. So I've been waiting. So if it doesn't get voted this week, I'm still going to wait until it eventually gets voted, hopefully.
You just keep
I don't
picking
know
it.
if I'll ever be able to get back to it. But I did tell you could get to Gone Baby Gone.
I just watched
You've been
that.
obsessed with that for like 2 days watching it. So now maybe you can watch it again, possibly in a few weeks.
That's not helping your case.
Well, I mean, you should have this. You can get to something else in this movie too.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so I'm picking Truman Show. Have you guys seen Truman Show? You guys like Truman Show?
I watched it when it came out originally. Haven't seen it since.
I saw it for the first time last year, and I really liked it.
I thought it was a rip-off of the Matthew McConaughey one.
Man of the Moon.
What's the Matthew McConaughey one?
The one with Woody Harrelson with the follow him around with the camera. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, they came out at the same time, didn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. Have you seen Truman Show, Hess?
I feel like I've seen parts of it, but couldn't tell you anything about it other than he lives in a fucking dome or something like that.
That's basically it, kind of. So I mean, he got the premise down pretty much. But I'm picking that. But I also, while watching, I was like, oh, I think this could be a pretty cool series. Like how they you see a movie like this, and then they create a show like Westworld or something. Like I think you could do things like that with it.
Right.
So I think we get have fun with the sequel as well. But I'm picking that. So who would like to go next? Their movie and actor.
Doesn't matter.
Go for it.
All right, I'm taking Reg E. Cathy.
Reggie Cathy.
Okay.
Come on down, Reggie Cathy.
The guy that died in the after they gave him a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
And American Psycho.
Oh, okay. We were about to do that for the Replicables, and then COVID happened. Remember? I bought the cut on Blu-ray that you could see his butthole. It has like 2 more seconds of footage, and one of the scenes is you see his butthole.
I don't remember that at
So
all.
I got the butthole cut. I was waiting to do a podcast on it, and we never got to do the butthole cut.
Now's your chance.
Hopefully you got to watch the movie and see the butthole.
I've actually waited to watch it because I knew eventually we'd do a podcast on it.
God.
So I haven't seen his butthole. So you guys
I already
get
know
to
what my favorite scene is. It's the Huey Lewis scene.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hess, what is your movie? Who's your actor, my sweet little kitty cat?
I'm going to take Benjamin Stein and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I almost did that.
He told me this morning he almost picked that. I was kind of surprised that he didn't and wear his Save Ferris shirt today and all that shit.
Should have.
Yeah. Oh, that's all really good movies. I like that.
Bueller.
Is Bueller Bueller?
Yeah.
Okay. It told me he was wrong, so I just wanted to double check. Last time I did a Hess movie wrong, what did I do? It was Natural Born Killers, but what did I...
I don't remember. But it won, so who cares?
It's true.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any good hashtags for...
Say Ferris.
Oh, yeah. Hashtags.
For fuck's sake.
You could do your favorite NFL player, Carl Nassib. Hashtag Carl Nassib.
That's true.
Hashtag Carl Nassib.
Wow.
Got that on there.
Do you know why he's telling you to do that?
Yeah, I thought he was tricking me earlier by like trying to make me say the guy's name, and then it was gonna be like, I put my cock in your mouth. But no, he told me the guy came out was gay.
Smoking.
You guys ready to talk about some Mask, baby?
Sure.
Sure. You never give any enthusiasm when I ask you guys to do something ever. You're the most unenthusiastic podcaster on the planet. But I have a little theory on the top of the show. While I was watching this, I thought Milo, in an alternate reality, is John Wick's dog, but in that reality, John Wick got killed, and this dog escaped.
Oh my god.
Because the dog is pretty incredible.
The dog was pretty good.
The dog breaks into prison to help him out. It does even a little baby Groot scene going to get the keys and all that shit. But it's a pretty incredible dog. So I think this is, in an alternate reality, John Wick's dog before John Wick was killed. My little theory I have on the dog.
I saw that Keanu Reeves was up for this.
I have a list of everybody that was up for it, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
Thank God he didn't get it.
That would have been pretty interesting. I would like to see all these people. So first, before we get to the other people, I have to describe this movie in 10 words or less. So, Jim Carrey. So alternate casting with us. So it was Matthew Broderick, Steve Martin, Rick Moranis, Martin Short, Keanu Reeves, Mike Myers, John Ritter, and Robin Williams were all considered for Stanley Ipkiss and The Mask.
And the only one that I could possibly see doing it would be Robin Williams.
Oh, I can see every single one of them doing it.
Well, good for you. I can't picture it at all.
I feel like depending on the person you pick here, it would either be, I think Mike Myers, it would be pretty similar. I think Robin Williams, it'd be similar, but I think you could do some more dark stuff with it. But then I think like Keanu Reeves, it'd be completely different. Like Keanu Reeves now, I think it'd be like the comic, The Mask, and he'd be killing people. It'd be like John Wick, but he's green.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to. I mean, I don't know. I can't picture it because I haven't read the comic, but it doesn't sound good to me at all. But I mean, I'm only one person.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with a good imagination, you can kind of see all these people. I feel like I think literally any actor could play this role, because it's almost like a Deadpool or like a Beetlejuice. It's just like you're just kind of crazy.
Right. That's why I don't think one person can, because I think it takes one to be good. I think it has to be someone like Ryan Reynolds or Jim Carrey to make it good.
Oh, okay.
That's just that's the way I feel. Like I was totally reminds me of Deadpool.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But so is there anything that you guys would change about this movie?
Did everyone freeze? No? Okay.
No.
Well, I was kind of waiting for someone to talk. Everyone just said,
I was asking you guys, because I asked you, and you guys were, but I have something.
What?
I would change the ending and have him keep the mask. Because I don't believe that he would get rid of it. I think that's a stupid ending. I've always thought that.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
It also doesn't make sense because the mask didn't let him get rid of it, and then it did at the end. So it also just in the storyline doesn't make sense that happens as well.
Yeah, kind of.
I also like it in the comic, which I haven't read. I've just heard about. At the ending, Cameron Diaz would have killed him and became the Mask, which I also think that'd be kind of a fun ending. But also you'd have to have the movie be dark, kind of like that. Anyways, you have to change a lot of the movie for that. But I think that's a pretty cool ending that she becomes Lady Mask.
That would be interesting. Yeah, like it wouldn't fit in this movie. But you're right. I throwing the mask into the ocean is kind of stupid, anyways. Because it's not like someone's not gonna find it. It floated.
There in the original ending, also the friend got the mask, but test audiences hated that, so they added in the dog stealing the mask from him afterwards.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
The doggy.
I like when the dog got the mask. I don't. There's not. I mean, you're right. The ending is a little goofy.
It's pretty lackluster. I would have ended the movie with him as the mask.
Yeah, I mean he could, cause he.
And it almost literally like a. That's all, folks. Kind of. You could do anything with that because it's also he breaks the fourth wall and knows he's in a movie. So I feel like you could do almost anything with the ending, and it was a little lackluster.
Yeah, I agree with you. I other than that, I don't think I would change much. I mean, unless you made it rated R. And then you could, like...
yeah.
Yeah, you could go a lot of different ways if you want to rated R.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could show the guys, like, getting shit stuck up their ass completely. And
yeah, this movie would be it'd be pretty gory, but pretty cool rated R. Because I feel like this could be better than Deadpool rated R. With the amount of stuff he could do.
Or on the same level.
Because he can pull shit out of thin air and do all these random things.
Right. They both had rubber chickens.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a lot like Deadpool. I was amazed. I never put two and two together, and I started watching. And he turns to the camera, and he starts like.
Oh, really? You've never thought of this as Deadpool?
Well, I don't think I've watched this in 10, 15 years.
Oh.
So I haven't. I certainly haven't watched it since Deadpool came out.
Oh, because like watching Deadpool, I thought of The Mask.
Yeah. See, I
That's
mean,
funny.
and you should have,
Mm-hmm.
but I just haven't seen it in so long that I didn't.
Mm.
So I was like, oh
Yeah,
wow.
see, like that's why I was always like, I don't understand why people say also you couldn't do a PG-13 Deadpool, and they added it Once Upon a Deadpool. Because I was like, The Mask exists. Like that's literally a PG-13 Deadpool, and everybody loved that.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
But so is there anything that you would change in this, Hess?
I don't know if there was anything I necessarily changed. I feel like if you would have kept the mask at the end, it would have. I mean, I don't know. They could have made another sequel. I mean, they still could, but
Yeah, they
I feel like-
originally were going to, but then I think Cameron Diaz and Jim Carrey didn't want to.
Yeah. Well, I read that they signed Jim Carrey before Ace Ventura came out,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then like the next mask was he's gonna
Yeah,
get, like,
they got
a
him
shit
really
ton.
cheap for this. And
Yeah.
then when it was done, he had Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber and all other shit come out
Yeah.
as this was coming
He
out.
got $7 million for Dumb and Dumber. So what would he get from The Mask 2?
A lot.
yeah.
And this is Cameron Diaz's first role, so I don't know what she made, but I'm sure it wasn't much.
Mhm.
And she was an instant star.
What I find really interesting about Cameron Diaz starting in this is I really like watching people's like their first couple roles, because I feel like that's where you actually get to see them act. Because now you just watch a Cameron Diaz movie and she's Cameron Diaz,
Oh yeah.
but in this she's not like she is in any other role.
No, and I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
See, I already knew her as Cameron Diaz originally watching, like when I was little,
Yeah.
because I saw the other things first. But then going back in it now, I'm like, oh, it's really interesting seeing her in this now. But then you go watch like Bad Teacher or something, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's just Cameron Diaz.
She was like 21 when it came out.
yeah,
She's really good in it too.
yeah. Do you guys have any best scenes / quotes?
Well, all the quotes are like one-liners,
Yeah,
and they're
Yeah.
pretty funny. But the funny thing is I really like when he goes to the show and watches her dance,
mm-hmm.
just like that cartoon, and then he gets up there and dances with her. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I have that. I have a lot here. I just kind of wrote down all the things on here.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time he's the mask, like him going through the hallway with
Yeah,
beating the
that's
clock, and the neighbor shoots at him. All that's really fun.
Mhm.
But one of my favorite scenes. What were you gonna say?
Speaking of that, like, who just starts shooting a shotgun inside of a fucking hotel or like a whatever,
Like an
hotel
apartment building
or
hallway.
whatever? Yeah,
That
like,
fucking crazy.
Who does this?
That part I could kind of see Mima doing that. I don't know why that Mima popped into my head with the mask guy popping out and they're scaring each other, then just shooting down the hallway.
I've seen her shoot a shotgun before, but
Was that a little green fella?
yeah, it's a drug deal.
But one of my favorite parts, I've done it several times when we had balloon animals, is them doing it, looking it up and down, the Tommy gun.
That is really
I've
funny.
loved that scene ever since I was little.
That totally reminded me of Deadpool.
Yeah, shit like that. And then I've always really liked, because it scared me as a kid, when the bad guy put the little thing in the guy's mouth and plays golf out of the dude's mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that part I think when me and Taylor were little, when we had little golf sets, we would actually do that to each other with our tiny golf sets, like the plastic ones that we've had.
I thought it was funny because I watched it after I sent you that TikTok where the girl had the golf.
She had shot it out and the guy drank her fart and whatever.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I've had that sent to me twice now. I don't need to see that
Great
anymore.
time. Great times.
Just a lot of golf in your life.
The dance with Cameron Diaz, I really like. I like when he's the little money guy and he's ting ting. For him.
Yeah.
But then also when he gets shot and he's slowly dying and he wins the award.
Oh, and he quotes "How I Feel."
Yeah, but also because like in that part you get to see the other guy, the bad guy. I can't think of his name.
Dorian or something.
Yeah, and he kind of notices like, oh fuck, I'm on camera, and like fixes his hair and like goes like changes
Does
his
he
suit.
really?
Like he like
I didn't notice
because
that.
when he breaks like he notices oh there's a camera there and then he kind of snaps out of it and gets him out of there. But like even he's like, wait, what is happening here? And it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't catch that when I watched.
And then the song and dance with the cops is amazing. And then I really like, because I kind of forgot that she does this, is when Peggy sells him out to the bad guys.
I kind of forgot that too.
Like I just thought that was another like love interest person there for him.
Yeah.
And then she sells him out. I was like, oh yeah, it's actually kind of good.
I read that they were gonna cut that Moroccan scene,
Oh really?
but then Tessa, because they just thought it was too long and boring,
Mhm.
and then like everybody loved it.
That's funny.
I also read that the first cop that's going like this with him
Mm-hmm.
directed the proposal.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
that's so random.
This is very fucking random.
Do you have any specific scenes that you like, Tess?
I like it when like after when they're chasing him, and then like when he starts like basically doing like a musical with all the police and shit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
that's-
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I love
that's
that part.
probably one of my favorites.
I wonder why it didn't. Like everyone's over, like just entranced with him, except for the cop from Animal House. But like even his partner's like, oh, and he starts doing
Yeah,
it.
and then he grabs him and brings him back. Do you guys have a surprise cameo?
The father from 51st Dates count. He's the only guy that.
He only surprised me because I was like, fuck, I don't want to watch another movie with him in it. Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think I had a surprise.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's a bunch of people in it that I had forgotten were in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like all the ones we picked. Like I forgot Ben Stein was in it at all.
Mm.
But then as soon as I saw him, he's like, what does he say?
Talking about everybody wears a mask and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh, and he goes, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
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 So, best performance, I mean, that's obviously Jim Carrey.
You don't think
Yeah,
you don't
for
think
sure.
the dog?
No, I don't think that
Or
even needs to
Cameron
be.
Diaz?
No,
No, it's
that's not. That's the name of the movie segment. But so sequel, I have two either contenders for the mask, or you can make one of them the bad guy.
What
But
about
I think
this-
these are the perfect people that would be a sequel.
We can't just remake the Son of the Mask?
No, shut up. So I got John Mulaney
Oh boy.
and Bill Hader. I think are
Bill Hader
are the
would be-
two best contenders to either be the
Yeah.
mask or to be the bad guy.
Why don't you have Bill Hader be the mask and then John Mulaney be the bad guy?
So we're doing Bill Hader as mask, and then John Mulaney's gonna be the villain.
Yeah.
I think John Mulaney
Yeah.
should talk like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what I was picturing.
That's
totally.
him as a bad guy.
Yeah. You
That's-
could be one of his like partners.
That'd be his brother.
Yeah.
And then when he turned me into, it wasn't me, it was my brother. And I get taken down.
Sure.
But so what's the story with those two? What are we gonna have it be?
Bill Hader could be Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz's kid.
Oh, okay. So it's
We always go the kid route, I feel.
well, it's easy to do in sequels.
Yeah.
So how many years later is it gonna be after they have a kid?
Apparently like 17.
Well, I guess we're doing it nowadays. So however many years has been since the mask came out?
17.
Like 17 years
Yeah.
later. All right, and he's their kid. Are they in the movie? Did we
It's
score
been longer
Cameron
than
Diaz and Jim
17,
Carrey?
I mean, they're not-
27 years.
Oh, you're right.
It's-
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll,
Not that,
we'll,
I mean,
we'll
it's a
correct
small
that
detail.
in
but-
the second trailer.
Yeah.
We'll actually say 27 years later.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think you could get Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz to do
All
a
right,
cameo.
so
I mean,
we
what,
got-
what are they doing now?
And then, of course, if we're scoring them, then Jim Carrey's going to wear the mask again at some point, too.
Just at the end, in case you want to make another
Oh, at the end, he'll be like, smoking, and winking to the camera.
Mm-hmm. He just plays straight legs.
Yeah. But all right, I like that. And then why is John Mulaney trying to kill or get after Bill Hader?
Because he knows the secret of the mask.
What do you mean?
Like, he knows he has the mask, and he knows
But-
something. I don't
But
know.
why does John Mulaney want the mask?
So he can run around and get chicks and
That's-
yell
you
smoking.
need to have a better plot than that.
and rob banks and steal money and
I feel like you need to have
do.
like, Bill Hader like.
be a gangster.
I think Bill Hader needs to do something to John Mulaney to make him angry.
Like let a horse. He could let a horse loose in the hospital.
No, I got an idea. Bill Hader wore the mask and he knocked up John Mulaney's daughter while he's wearing the mask, but it's like a fucked up mask baby in her, and that's why John Mulaney's mad at Bill Hader.
God, you're
Mm.
And he's like, hey, you can't knock up my daughter's, huh? I'm gonna get her for that mask. And he goes and hunts him down.
wow. Okay.
You know, I also thought would be an interesting villain or mask person is
Hmm.
Pete Davidson. It'd be different, but I think that'd be interesting as
that
well.
would be a different kind of dark movie.
Yeah, I feel like that one would be really interesting to see as well, though. But then, so how do we want it to end?
It would be
with
interesting.
those two. What do we want their? So I feel like I wish we could create. I guess we could. It's our sequel. Another kind of mask that, like at the end, John Mulaney finds or
What would you title this?
the Mask 2.
2 Electric Boogaloo.
But so I think at some point John Mulaney should either find another mask or
Oh, like
whatever.
a red one.
Yeah, and he's Red Mask, and they fight at the end. But then, because then it's just like them,
Then
like
it could be like Hulk. And Red
It
Hulk.
can't be red. Can't be red because he'd look like Red Skull. So
that's true, and has to go.
has to get all confused.
He'd be like, "Wait, is that Red Skull?"
Yeah.
Is it Vormir? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? He's like, aren't you supposed to be on a different planet?
So what color? What actually color would go best, like looking against a blue or a blue, a green mask?
I thought red, but that got shot down. So don't ask me.
You could do like a purple maybe.
Purple.
And then you gotta get Samuel L. Jackson. Just kidding.
No, that would be interesting.
He could be in it.
He'd be like, I'm wearing a mask,
No,
motherfucker.
That's a good idea. Samuel L. Jackson gives John Mulaney the purple mask.
And he goes, "Go kill him, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Oh, and ours is rated R.
That's his only line. Is he goes, "Here you go, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Gives it to him.
How much do we have to pay him for that?
Oh, he'll do it for free because he likes this.
There's no fucking way.
But so that happens, and then they fight at the end. Because then you could have them be like pulling all kinds of random shit out of their pockets, and you can have the ending be like a huge, big budget CGI bullshit.
Except for your impregnating the fucking.
No,
random
that's
girl.
we're keeping that part.
Except for that part,
Because
I feel like this
you're
movie
gonna
would be great.
You're gonna see a whole scene just like in Son of the Mask. We'll bite from that to make it connected. In Son of the Mask, you see a bunch of sperm going in that look like masks going into the mom to impregnate her.
I'd hate to break this to you, but I've never seen Son of the Mask. I'd like to keep it that way.
You need to watch how many was it? Like 338 movies or something?
It's 386.
386 movies,
right?
So Son of the Mask should be one of them.
Yeah, it was 386 or 387.
Now you're changing
It's
it?
one of those numbers for sure.
It's one of the two. It's 386.
386 sounds more right.
Okay. I'm going to think Craig Nettles.
Yeah. But so then
Sure.
who wins at the end? Do we have Bill Hader win as the good guy as the mask, or does
You
John
leave-
Mulaney beat him?
Straight cliffhanger.
Oh.
In case we want to make a Mask 3.
Oh shit!
Where Pete Davidson
It-
and
It,
Tom Mulaney
it
go
ends.
after Bill
It
Hader.
ends to be continued.
Yeah.
A la Back to the Future 2, and the Mask 3 comes out 2 months later.
Oh, we film them.
Yeah, and then
We film them back to
together.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then what was the Parkinson's guy? He comes in and I can't think of his name.
Muhammad Ali?
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox. Yeah, that guy. Michael J. Fox comes in and he's like, he can be in it.
The Parkinson's guy.
He shows up. He's like,
Well, I knew you guys would know
What-
that's fucking what I was talking about.
what would his name
I
be?
couldn't think of his name.
because we can't. It would be something Ipkiss. So what would Bill Hader's name be?
What's... Is it Stanley?
It's Stanley.
Theodore.
Theodore. He goes, Theodore Ipkiss, come with me, Back to the Future. And then that's how it
Yeah.
ends to be continued. So all of a sudden, people are like, what the fuck? The Mask 2? It's a sequel to Back to the Future also?
We could tie them all together.
Yeah.
I feel like Jerome has a boner right now.
He should just make TikToks about like doing weird shit like this.
I should cut our sequels out and chop them up into TikToks.
Yeah.
There we go. That's The Mask 2, everybody. Did we learn anything about The Mask?
It's like a live action cartoon.
I learned a
basically
little bit
what
about
it is.
Loki and Odin.
I feel like I already knew enough about him.
You never
I
know.
thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I like. Is that why you picked it, Jerome? And he's like, no, but I did watch that thing. What did you say?
Yeah, I watched these guys did videos on The Mask and Son of the Mask leading up to Loki.
And I think you
because it
told me
involved
that, but then I
told me that,
forgot.
I thought that was funny, and then we watched it 3 weeks later, and I completely forgot about all that.
See, did you though?
I
Or
mean,
was
yeah.
it like in the back of your head? You remembered it.
No, I already explained it to you. I scrolled through the guy's IMDb, I saw The Mask, and I said, oh, I want to watch The Mask.
But I think subliminally, you were like,
You can't subliminally accidentally scroll up on a movie and say, oh, I love that movie, I want to watch it.
yeah, you can.
I learned that apparently they saved a lot of money on CGI in this movie because of how expressive Jim Carrey could be.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With like him doing like the mask and shit, like because you can see him like taking it off at one point, and he's just holding nothing,
yeah,
and it looks pretty close to the final product.
like that shit with his legs and stuff. That's just him.
Yeah. See that's why I was trying to think of like.
Did he really do twirl around like that?
Yeah, he was that fast too. He's like,
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
It's like a Texas tornado flopping through your fucking fanny.
Fracking
My fracking fanny, huh?
Hess forgot how to say fuck.
I did.
How do you spell that to put that on a T-shirt?
F-A.
Fracking.
C-K.
Fackin.
Fackin'.
But Eminem might sue us.
Who?
Eminem.
Uh,
He's got that song Fack.
Said that so fast he didn't know what he was talking about. Eminem.
I only heard one
Eh?
M.
Eminem.
Do we have any questions?
Questions.
No, not really.
I thought you wrote down some shit.
I already talked about it.
Oh.
I did kind of wonder. Do you know the one big bodyguard guy with Dorian? That was the bald one.
Mm-hmm.
He had the little piece of hair on the back.
Yeah.
Was he a Hare Krishna?
I don't know what that means.
For fuck's sake. Never mind.
I didn't understand what you
Is
said.
that a Snatch reference or something?
No, it's a religion. You ever seen the movie Airplane?
No.
They all confront him at the. Never mind.
Never seen Airplane.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Or Airplane 2.
That guy. It's not really a question, but he didn't know how to shoot a machine gun.
Maybe it was his first day.
He was like holding it and going, and like didn't look anywhere he went. And then when he got all done, he went. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I also really love that part at the end when they do all that and he stands up and he's like, "Oh, you missed me." Drinks and all the fucking juice pops out of his balls.
I liked his suit then too.
I like his panties.
Probably.
I like your panties.
But that's it. If you guys have no questions, we can go on to our next movie.
Or you?
Really?
But all right. So we got for the poll at 22% Truman Show, at 34% Ferris Bueller. So we're watching American Psycho. We're going to be seeing that butthole. Or at least I will. Because you guys are probably watching it on Amazon, so you guys probably won't see the butthole. But I'll be seeing a butthole. And I'll like it.
Wow.
There we go.
Perfect.
Watching American Psycho.
We should wear raincoats to the next podcast.
That'd be fucking hot. There's no way I'm doing that. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know if I can find one my size, so I probably won't do that. Let's have to go buy a fucking shower curtain. Cut a hole in it.
You can be like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, watch American Psycho for next week, and we'll see you guys then.